I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Do you believe in ghosts?
What kind of ghost? You mean something haunting a person or place, or...
Ghosts in general. Do you believe in them?
If I said I didn't, what do you care?
Well, there's stories about a pink flame. The brightness and chaos this specter has caused has been noticed throughout different times and different worlds.
That sounds too crazy to be a real thing. I mean, different worlds, different times. This sounds like a bunch of crazy talk.
The funny thing is, I said the same thing. That was until she showed me this.
That's impossible. There's no way any of that can be real. I've heard rumors happening, but this can't be real.
Like I said before, I thought the same thing until she showed it to me.
Wait, she? Who is she? There was nobody else here?
Like I asked at the beginning.
Ah!
Do you believe in ghosts?
Here we go. Hello, YouTube. Konyana. Hi, Phantom Lake. Hi, Mr. Shiny. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Senko. I am multi-streaming today. I'm on Irium and YouTube. I'll be reading chat from both today. We're gonna talk Licorice Recoil. You guys ready? Have you guys watched it? Yeah, my Irium stream was delayed because I forgot to change my profile picture for the thumbnail. I was like, oh shoot. I need to make sure I do that since I went to the trouble of drawing it and everything. But yeah. Hi, Hilly. Hello. World record. World record for what? But yeah. Super ready? Cool. Hi, Arlichio. Let's talk about cheese. No, we're gonna talk anime. Weebs, get ready. So yeah. Let me pull up my score sheets thing. I always have this little like score sheet that I use for to rate each series that we do. Food Wars? No, we're talking about Licorice Recoil. Read the title. No, okay, guys, if we get off topic, we're not gonna do this anymore, because otherwise it's just talk about whatever anime we want club, not specific anime of the month. But anyways, yeah, I'm streaming both YouTube and ear. Oh, there's people that have done that before. That's not a world record. Yeah, we'll talk about the anime of the month, which is Licorice Recoil. It's in the thumbnail, it's in the title. I announced it at the beginning of the month, so if you didn't watch it, not my fault. So yeah. It was an interesting anime. Yeah, I think first thing we can talk about, we can go through the score sheet, is story. I didn't care for it. We can talk about it. So, story, we're not talking about One Piece. Story-wise, so honestly, it's solid. It's like average. Like, it wasn't mind-blowing to me. It's kind of like run-of-the-mill. Like, the way I would describe it, it feels like this anime was like made in a lab for weebs to watch. Not that it doesn't feel like AI generated in that way of like humans didn't make it, you know what I mean? But it's like engineered It feels like it's an anime that was engineered to appeal to like as many people as possible, which isn't like the worst thing in the world, but it doesn't. That's what makes it. That's what keeps it from being like masterpiece level. Wasn't an amazing story. It was good enough for what it was. Yeah. Because, like, the point of it is not really the story. The point of it is, like, the character interactions and cute girls doing cute things and action sequences and everything. And it kind of, like, the packaging around it didn't really matter as much. Kind of. Yeah, sometimes mid sounds worse than bad. Damned with faint praise. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would call it mid. I'd say it's still like above average. Like it's still a very enjoyable watch to me. Like I wouldn't rate it like 5 out of 10 for story personally. I'd give it like a solid like 7. I think the only thing I didn't like about it was how I didn't feel like there was one true villain story wise. Yeah. So there's like Majima, who's like Deku if he was a villain with like the green hair, the fluffy green hair. But he wasn't really a villain because like it turns out in the end he was just like, I'm just trying to do what's right too, and then he was gonna pull a terrorist attack and then ended up it was just fireworks. So he wasn't actually like a bad guy in the end. Hi Steven, welcome. What's wrong with that? It doesn't necessarily, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. It just like makes it seem like the story doesn't have a focus because yeah, like up until episode 5 or 6 or something, like it really didn't have any direction. It was just kind of like Takina character growth, which I liked. I liked Takina. Takina had the best character arc in the whole show in my opinion because she went from like cold analyzing kind of emotionally stunted girl to like Chisato simp a little bit. Every time I heard his name, I imagined the Eye Patch Man would come out. I know! I was just like Majima from Yakuza. Which is funny because not only does he have the name Majima, but also his voice actor. Hi, silly guts. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about LYCORIS RECOIL. Have you watched it? It was our anime club anime of the month. Normally she'd be the mission matters person, but in the start she disobeyed orders. Yeah, which it turned out was to, like she got kind of like framed a little bit because she didn't actually kill someone. It was like that other girl or whatever. But, yeah. What was I saying before this? Oh yeah, Majima. So Majima's voice actor is the same guy that does Vash from Trigun Stampede, like in the Japanese dub, which was so funny to me because when I was watching it, I was like, his voice sounds so familiar. And also, like, why do I like him so much? Like, from his voice. Like, why is his voice kind of hot? And then I was like, oh, it's because it's Vash, except he's evil. Like, that's why it's, like, hot. It all makes sense now. But yeah, speaking of voice actors, I just really like, I like all of them, but especially Chisato and Takina. I feel like their voice actresses, I don't know if they're, like, very well known or anything, or maybe they cast some, like, less popular VAs, but, like, they're very charming. Like, they had very unique voices. Don't think I know them. Yeah, I had never heard of them before. I think these might be, like, their first, like, major roles, maybe? I also haven't really kept up with, anime voice actors. Yeah, Takina's voice actor, like, she first started doing stuff in 2019, so she's, like, really green. But she was awesome! She was so cute. Loved how in the middle of the final fight they just decided break time. Yeah, that kind of, like, took me out of it a bit. I was like, I don't know, like, I get what you're trying to say, but I was waiting for, like, the intense action sequence. But yeah. So yeah, story I would have to say is 7 out of 10. But that's not including like character interactions and how much I like the characters. It's just like, was the plot good and cohesive and like smart? Which it was sometimes, but it wasn't very like collectively. It was just a little bit like could have gone deeper. But it was like a crowd pleaser. Like it pleases the masses. I feel like what they did really well was the characters and their interactions. Exactly. Like they're all very distinct and unique, which like brings me on to the next part. Hi Natasha! Didn't sleep this time. Yay! You can join in the discussion. Did you watch LYCORIS RECOIL? But yeah, so onto like the animation. So it's not like Kill Annie levels of like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. Like I've never seen anything this smoothly animated and beautiful in my life. But it did a really good job. Like in terms of like character interactions, character acting, like I was talking about this as a positive point in like Violet Evergarden, was how they all have very distinct, unique animations and character acting. Like the way the characters move like shows their personality. And they really do that here too. Like everything, like yeah, it was pretty good and it was well animated when needed. Yeah. Like there are times when it wasn't, but it's like whatever. They knew how to spend their budget. They're like, it's the action scene. Let's use all the budget on this part. Especially the last episode. They went crazy. Who is your favorite in this anime? Chisato, my girl. Hi, Greed. Welcome. We're talking LYCORIS RECOIL. I'm going on an animation rant again. That's because we just finished talking about the story. But I also like Takina's great, but I love Chisato for her energy and the way she's able to the way she was able to change Takina. Like she sparked that character development in her. Hi, Dontavius. Welcome. Been a long time since New Year. Hope you have a wonderful day today. You too. Thanks for stopping by. It's been a while. Hi, H3M. Welcome to the stream. Hello. We're talking LYCORIS RECOIL. I think my favorite animation-related thing was the flashback of the radio tower. Yeah. For me, I mean, there's just like a lot of little like character moments. Like it's not really like a big sequence that I think they did do really well, but like that stands out to me. It's like the little moments where like Chisato and Takina are like interacting with each other. Like for example, when they're playing rock paper scissors, I'm just like that sent me. That scene was so good. The like rock paper scissors scene. It has nothing to do with anything. Like it didn't move the plot forward whatsoever. It was like, as a story plot scene, it was useless, but it added so much to like what we know about their characters and how they act. So I loved it. Hey Zoo, notoriously prefer straight shifts, but I shifted 2 prodags so hard. Same! Like, oh my god, Takina was so like in love with her by the end. Like when she was trying to like save her life, like when she's trying to get Yoshi-san's heart because she's like, that's Chisato's heart, he's running away. I'm like, oh my god, girl. Go capture her heart. Do it. Loved how Chisato's eyes was the only thing that was colored, while the only thing that was colored for Majima was his hair and his eyes were covered. I'd have to say, I think that was the most emotion the girl showed when she saw the chore board. Yeah, that like look of horror when she's like, I have to do all the chores. And then when she won at the end, the little like squeal she did at the end when she was like, yes, 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 yes. It was so cute. I'm a fan of the voice actress now. BRB switching apps. Cool. Yeah, feel free to join on Irium. Either one. This stream, I'll read both chats, so whichever one you prefer. But yeah, the flashback sequences were cool, and then like the way Chisato's eyes like would flash red, like when Yoshi-san's like trying to get her to kill him and stuff. It's like activate assassin mode, but she didn't do it. I feel like I appreciated that a lot too. The fact that that Chisato, like, this is another reason why I like her a lot, is that she's very, like, in contrast to Takina, who changes a lot throughout this series, which is, like, fun for character development. Chisato is very consistent and, like with her morals about her not killing people. Like, she sticks to that. And they could have made it a lot more depressing and sad. Of, like, either her dying or her ending up killing someone, either on purpose or accident. But, I don't know. I like that they, like, let us live in this delusional world where she's able to not kill anyone. Which do you think you're the most related to? I mean, I probably relate to Takina more on a personal level, but Chisato's my favorite. She's like best girl. Hey Zoob! Is Majima a common surname? I feel like it probably is. It's not like an unheard of name. Cause yeah, like Yakuza Majima, this guy Majima. There's probably other Majimas in other anime too. Interesting how there was almost no changes even after the reveals of Yoshi and her heart problems. Yeah, and like I think like the way she viewed her own life, like there's parts of the writing in this show that are actually like I'm gonna this sticks in my brain, like that was well written and I will remember it. Like the way she's like, someone saved my life before, so I don't want to take someone else's life. Or, like, she's living on borrowed time anyway, so it's like, when she's talking to Takina and, like, being like, oh, it's okay, I was gonna die sooner than this anyway, so, like, it's fine. I'm just like, girl, you're gonna make me cry. I wasn't expecting to get that emotional. Like, it actually gets pretty deep. This is only the second Majima I know. I feel like there's probably other Majimas hiding underground in the manholes. But yeah, like there's like parts of the writing that I'm just like, it's so well done. And apparently the director, or either the director or like the show writer, which I don't know if they're the same person, like the original script or concept for this was like way darker. But they like had to adjust it to make it watchable on TV and appeal to more people. Which makes me curious about like the darker version, but I kind of like what we ended up with. It's like refreshing to have something that's like lighthearted. Yeah, they're hiding. All the other Majimas, they're hiding. And, like, aside from Chisato and Takina, who, you know, the main ship, there's just so many other, like, really, really unique characters that, like, even if they don't focus on as much, they're just so, like, distinct and, like, the world feels so, like, lived in. You know what I mean? Weird how lighthearted everything is, considering it's about orphans being trained to be assassins to take down terrorism. I know! Like, the concept of it is, like, extremely dark. But then you have all these, like, really lighthearted moments of them with, like, the cafe. Which, by the way, the whole cafe thing is just, like, genius. Because it gives you that, like, cutesy slice of life. But also, it's, like, their undercover front. But you also get, like, I don't know, It appeals to the girly pops. Like I said, like it feels like it was written in like a lab to appeal to like as many people as possible. Not even considering Chisato, everyone else seems to be relatively normal. Really? I would say like Kurumi, for example, the hacker, Walnut. Like that was such a good episode when she got first introduced. Like the reveal of like the squirrel suit, because I totally thought that Walnut died, but then it turns out it's like, oh, there's like a cute loli girl in there. That made me laugh a lot. And then she's like really, I think her character acting is very unique too. And then there's Mika, which is like, wow, there's a black character who like everyone just treats him normal, which is amazing. And then he even has a little bit, he even has his own like gay moment with like Yoshi. I was floored. I was like, oh my god, are they gonna kiss? Like, Mika? What? Ayo? The woman who works at the cafe is so hot. Yeah, Mizuki. She's really funny too. Is it really that hard for a Christmas cake to find a day? Are no good older men still single? Oh my god. Maybe I relate to her the most. I'm like, you know what, girl? Same. I'm also aging and single. That line where she was like, I know you might mistake me for a teenager, but I'm actually in my 20s. That was so funny. I'm like, same, actually. Hi, All-American Beard. Welcome. We're talking about Licorice Recoil. Have you watched it before? Drink some water real quick. Could she not just ask Walnut to help her find a match? I feel like Walnut and Mizuki had their own little dynamic too, where like Kurumi, Walnut, is kind of like bratty little sister character who's like not gonna help her. You know what I mean? I don't think she would want to help her. But yeah. Man, all the characters are just like so memorable. Like, you know, like we say the story is mid, but it's like at the end of the day, all the scenes are they like stick in my head. So like even if it's not like a masterpiece, I'm like, you know, it is its job. It's like pretty good. I would watch more. What genre is it? It's like action slash slice of life. Because they've got like this, it's like a spy assassin type genre, and then split between their like slice of life at working at like a cafe kind of thing. I'm an aging single man looking for an aging single woman. Yeah. The story's good, not great, but not mid. Yeah. So yeah, honestly, I would give story like a 7. And animation, like I said, when it has to be good, like it's good, but it's not like ridiculously consistent throughout the way KyoAni is. So like I'm not gonna give it a 10 out of 10, but I'll give it a solid like honestly like 8.5. It's pretty good. Like I didn't notice anything that like threw me off a lot. I was just having fun the whole time. Do you know what Chisato is shooting? I know it's not real bullets, but what's with the red dust? Yeah, I don't really know either. Cause I feel like she had like rubber bullets or something in the beginning, right? But then like Mika gave her like different bullets, and then those ones are like the red dust. I'm not actually sure what those are. I feel like they still probably hurt a little bit though, even if they're not real. Sometimes a 7 is more interesting than an 8. Yeah, honestly, there's different kinds of stories. There's like there's like stories where like the point of it is like the message, and then the characters aren't like as important. And then there's stories where the story itself takes a backseat, and the way it makes you feel about the characters is more important. I kind of feel that way about Thunderbolts, because like Thunderbolts, the story's very basic, right? It's like, okay, like anti-heroes getting together, teaming up, friendship. Friendship solves everything, and then they, you know, they win. But like the point of it is that you like learn about the characters and like the found family type of thing. Hey, surrounded by perverts, welcome in. We're talking about Licorice Recoil. Is the slice of life part also romance? Trying to avoid romance animes for the time being. So it's not like in your face romance. Like it's not explicitly romance, but it is very heavy subtext, if that makes sense. Like they're not like officially a couple, like they don't kiss. But it's like heavily implied that it's that you're supposed to ship them, I feel like. Especially with Takina being like so desperate to save Chisato's life. I was just like, oh my gosh, she loves her. Another thing I liked was how, unlike every other anime with schoolgirl uniforms, their skirts are below the knee. I don't think they're below the knee. They're like right above the knee. They're like right above. But yeah, they are longer than usual. They're not mini skirt. They do it's like actual school uniform length. Kind of change sometimes. Oh, I think some of them did have longer. I think like the DA, they were like the tomboy girl had like a longer skirt. That's all right then. Just finished Nagatoro and that ending sucked. I haven't watched that before. Nagatoro. It's that seems like I wouldn't like it. I feel bad for MC. But yeah, this one, it's just a fun watch. Like it's really easy to watch too. So if you're just like bored one day and you want to put on an anime, like it's pretty good. It's not gonna blow your mind, but like it's fun. And like it's good enough that I actually have like a lot to talk about with it, which I wasn't expecting. Like I was honestly thinking that today I would just be like, it was good. But like the more I think about it, the more I like have stuff to talk about. So that's a good sign. Ratings are weird. A 7 can be aggressively interesting, which is better than being a regular 9. But a 6 can be aggressively bland, which is worse than a regular 4. Yeah. And like me personally, I've explained this before, but my own rating system is kind of whack because I kind of see it more as like letter grade system, where it's like if it's like 75%, that's a C, which to me is like passing but like not good. So this would not be like C range for me. This would be like B. But like for some people 5 means like that would be like a 5 for them. What part of scoring are we on? Oh, I was still talking about animation, but we did story and animation, and then the next one is soundtrack. I only have these 3. We could talk about whatever. We can, like, go back and forth. But, yeah. But, yeah, so far, story, 7. Animation, 8.5 out of 10. Soundtrack was really good, but ultimately, I don't think it's going to be, like, really that memorable. Like, in the moment, it, like, got the vibe going. Like, it got me hyped for, like, the action sequences and everything. And I really like the opening and ending song. But it's not, like, mind-blowing to me. Just started watching Beginning After End. Has similar story beats to Java's Reincarnation. Where they removed all the fan service type stuff. Oh, good. I like it when there's not too much fan service. I think the most fan servicey that Licorice Recoil got was, like, episode 4 where they go, like, shopping for panties. Which, like, I thought I wouldn't like, but, like, honestly, it was just, like, girly pops shopping, and I was like, actually, I'm into it. It was fun. And, like, talking on not knowing what anything is and, like, wearing boxers was just hilarious to me. It wasn't annoying, and that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, true. There's soundtracks where it's, like, actually so annoying that it's, like, distracting. But this was good. So I would give soundtrack, like, a 7.5. I think. Like, it did its job. Standard scale below 50% is F tier. Yeah. That's how it is for, like, my own scale, too. Like, if I give anything below a 5, it has to be, like, dog shit. Like, it would have to be unwatchable. Two things that bugged me in the back of my head but not important was how every girl only has one gun and no backups, and how bulletproof clothing is a thing but not a single girl wears it. Yeah, and they're required to have these uniforms and they don't bother to, like, make them bulletproof. Like, why? That's a good point. But yeah. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, I think, like, the only time I've been so, like, completely disgusted by a show that I would give it, like, F tier, like, I can't watch anymore, like, was when I watched, Gentry Chow. It's not an anime, but the, like, it's like a Western animation thing on Netflix, because I just felt so offended and insulted by the way they handled Chinese folklore, even though it was made by, like, Asian people and starred freaking Ali Wong, which, don't get me started on Ali Wong, I'm kind of not a fan, but, like, I was so insulted. Anyway, that's not Licorice Recoil, so we won't get into it, but yeah. Hi, Zeta Cracks! Welcome to the stream! We're talking about Licorice Recoil. But yeah, like, that kind of thing, if I can't watch past one episode of it, then that's, like, F tier. And I think that's the only time that's ever happened to me where I was just like, no. Immediate no. But Licorice Recoil, I watched the whole thing, like, really, really easily. I just, like, would watch it while doing dishes, and it was, like, great. That's where this lands for me. It's, like, great dishwashing show. That's what, like, a lot of Korean dramas are for me. It's like, can I watch it while washing dishes? Then it's, like, pretty good. Only things below a 4 I've experienced were Boss Baby and the Playtime episode of Secret Level. I honestly don't even remember Boss Baby. I know I watched it, but I don't remember a single thing that happens in it. But yeah. Mega Man? I never watched that. It's a good amount of things that personally bugged me, but it's more of a personal opinion rather than something to complain about. Yeah. Wait, like, what kind of stuff bugged you? I'm curious. For me, it's probably, like, the pacing by, like, the end of the show. It kind of was just, like... Oh, also, did anyone else, like... I'm wondering if anyone else thinks it would have been more interesting if Chisato died at the end. Like, I know this show, it's not going for, like, Violet Evergarden levels of, like, making you cry, but I feel like if she had died, it would have actually, like, elevated it to, like, an 8 for story for me. Like, it would have been so sad. It would have been devastating. But it would have been like, oh my god. And then now we have to, like, watch Takina cope, and, like, the drama of it would have been, like, insane. kind of glad they didn't do it. I'm glad she didn't die. I love my girl Chisato. But I'm like, it would have been really interesting. Like, if they had the balls to do that, to actually kill her off, it would have been crazy. No matter what, the girls only use pistols despite how there's situations where they have prep time, meaning they should bring better guns. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I guess they didn't really have other weapons at their disposal besides the guns. A1 Pictures is also like one of the biggest studios, so props to them doing an entertaining original story. Yes, actually that. The fact that it's an original and it's not an adaptation, it's not based off of anything. Like, we need more stuff like that. Like, we need more anime originals. That's why next month we're watching Vivi Fluorite Eyes song, because that's another like anime original. Like, I love watching just like self-contained, well-written like short stories. But yeah, I just feel like it's not the genre. It's not supposed to be like Kyoani emotional drama, but like just imagining it in my head. It probably would have been awful, but but it does make me wonder. It's like, because they built it up a lot about how Chisato has like, it's like her heart is like a ticking time bomb type of thing. And if they went for like the Violet Evergarden, like life is fleeting but beautiful because it happens type of thing, it would have hit so much harder, in my opinion. Honestly, for Chisato's heart reveal, I thought she was making a joke. Yeah, the way they revealed that was kind of weird too. Actually, now that you bring it up, because it was just like in passing conversation, and then Chisato was just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, my heart's fake," and then Takina was like, "What did you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean your heart's fake?" Yeah, it was just totally out of nowhere. Hi, Princess. Welcome back. Hi, Denji. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. We're talking about LYCORIS RECOIL. And about how Chisato has a fake heart. Thought she was just referring to how the heart is like a machine with the way it works. Yeah, and I totally thought it was like, just like not like a literal like fake heart. I thought it was just like pacemaker or something, but then they were like, it's not a pacemaker, it's actually like a metal heart. And like the crazy coincidence that there just happens to be like another one, and that Yoshi-san just like happens to have it, and he just like gives himself surgery to like put it in his own chest to make her kill him. Like, that was like so overdramatic. I was like, Yoshi-san, this is so unnecessary, actually. But yeah. Hi, Chess, welcome in. Hi, Denji, please don't spam emojis, but welcome. There's the other thing that bothered me. Which one? Wait, Chess, I need to ask you. How do you feel about what the series would be like if Chisato had died at the end? Like, do you think it would have been better or worse? And the heart had nothing to do with her being a speedster. She was one before the heart. Alright, Denji, that's a mute. That's a lot of spam. That's a goodbye. Live on stream. That got archived on YouTube. Anyways, only saw a few eps of Vivi. It got greenlit of a pilot short. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That makes me even more interested in it. But yeah, when Yoshi grabbed her gun to get her to shoot him, he pointed the gun at his heart. Yeah, wait! That's so stupid. Wait, I didn't even realize. That's crazy. He's like, Chisato, I want you to live, shoot me. Oh, but my heart. Yeah, that's what she needs from you. Would probably like that more. You would like it more if she died? It would have been so much more dramatic, right? Like, it would have been devastating and depressing and, like, oh my god, I would feel so bad for Takina. I would have cried so much. But, like, it would have elevated the show, like, to, like, Violet Evergarden levels of, like, oh my god. Life is beautiful because it happened. And then, like, Chisato, like, trying to, like, instill her morals into Takina, like, no, we don't kill people. Like, even I wouldn't want to trade someone else's life for my life. Like, oh my god, that would have been, it's so beautiful. It's actually really beautiful. Sorry, I was closing my window because I was getting cold. But yeah. Yeah, we needed that kind of ending. The one we got felt kind of underwhelming. I know, and, like, she just, like, goes and finds her in a forest again, and, like, I don't know. The way Chisato just, like, ran away. It's kind of, First chatted someone on Twitch once, got reprimanded, couldn't hear them correctly, asked for clarification, and got timed out. Oh no! I'm sorry. That sucks. But in this case, this was very clearly spam. So I don't feel bad at all, to be honest. What I think would break everyone if she'd cry about things she wanted to experience and do things with Takina. Yeah, I know! If she's like, oh my god, that one episode where they were like doing bucket list things, or like for Takina's last day before she returned to the DA, it was also like low-key kind of like, let's go on a date and do all the fun things that we love to do with each other before you die. I was like, this is gonna, if she dies, it's gonna freaking like rip my actual living real heart out. Like, it could have been so dramatic. Oh my gosh, hi Celeste! How's it going? Welcome. Drama doesn't work when the consequences don't actually happen. Yeah. Like, I get why they didn't kill her, because it would have been too sad. But yeah. It would have been crazy. Hi Celeste! Have you watched LYCORIS Recoil? We're talking about it. Our heart's about to be like hers if that happened. Yeah, for real. You have it? Oh, okay. I won't talk too much spoilers then. Otherwise, I was about to ask you about the ending. It's okay. It's pretty fun. It's, like, super easy to watch. That's why I chose it for this month, because it's, like, it's only 13 episodes, and, like, you don't have to, I was saying it's, like, a really good show to watch while you wash dishes, because you can just kind of, like, passively pay attention to it. Thanks for the star, Phantom Lake. What I missed earlier in the stream? We were talking about, I just went through, like, my scorecard. So, oh yeah, here's my scorecard so far. Or, I guess there's only 3 things, so we're done with it. But story, 7 out of 10. Animation, 8.5 out of 10. Soundtrack, 7.5 out of 10. Which adds up to 14, 15... Wait. Wait, no. I need to average it and then divide by 3. Probably should mark all of these down. Oh, I have been. I have my little, like, Google slide thing up. But yeah. It's pretty solid. So 7 plus 7.5 plus 8. Wait, no, I gave it 8.5. 23 divided by 3 is 7.66. 7.7. I'll round up. 7.7 out of 10. Cannot read subtitles while washing dishes. I can read subtitles while washing dishes. I feel like I don't have to look down at the dishes that much. Because you can kind of just, like, you feel around it, if there's any like grime on it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Yeah, okay, ending song I give a 10 out of 10 because yeah, R.I.P. Sayuri. Like, it's so good. It's actually a really good song. And the opening song are good too. But thank you for the pink glow sticks, Celeste. Thank you. But like soundtrack, I also factor in like the background music type of thing, and it's not super memorable for me for this series. Like, it was pretty good. It got the mood going, but I don't like, it doesn't stick in my brain the way like other shows it did. Slightly off topic on what we're currently talking about, Chisato's and Yuji Itadori's VA from Jujutsu Kaisen, or blood related family of voice actors. Wait, that's actually kind of tea. That's like that's cool. Blood related how? Like siblings or like cousins or something? I'd say it was solid too. I was kind of expecting more. That's only because I saw a lot of people discussing it. Yeah, it was like the anime of the summer, the year that it came out. Like, everyone was talking about it and watching it and stuff. That's why I was like, I should probably finish it just so I know what it's about. In case it gets a season 2 and like people start talking about it again. So I'm glad I watched it. I liked it. It was fun. They're cousins and they once played siblings together. That's so interesting. Wait, who's Yuji's? What's his name? Junya Enoki. That would be wild. But I guess that makes sense too, because if you're like family, then you have like connections and stuff. I wonder if there's any other voice actors that have like relatives in the industry and stuff. Which anime? That do they play siblings? I don't know. Which one? Maybe Phantom Lake can tell us. Was it High Dive exclusive when it came out? I'm pretty sure it was on Crunchyroll. It's on Crunchyroll now. Oh, it's Boruto? That's funny. Was the popular one? Wait, which popular one? Action was well done, but because Chisato was so skilled, I didn't care about her winning until she started struggling later on against Majima. Yeah, like the entire show, you're not like worried about her, except for like her heart failing. That's the only time you're like worried she'll actually die. But like no one's gonna die. It's just the type of show that it is. Which is fine. Like, sometimes you just want to watch, like, a non-stressful, like, fun show. So, like, it's okay. You said you wanted to watch it because other people are talking about it. Yeah, this one, Licorice Recoil. Licorice Recoil was really popular at the time it came out. Remember watching it on Crunchyroll after missing it because I lacked High Dive. Oh, did it get added later? Maybe it was on High Dive. I feel like there's a lot of shows like that are on High Dive and then I like miss out on them. I wish Crunchyroll would pick up more. Not that they need to be more of a monopoly, but like just for my own sake. I think the funniest thing about the show for me was how Chisato's reason for why she gets so close is because she can't aim for shit. Yeah. That's true. They have a lot of like very small details that are just like hilarious in this show. Like, again, the character interactions and character writing is peak for this. The story leaves a lot to be desired, but like the characters are like amazing. I only heard you mention it. Like, you only heard of Licorice Recoil from me. When it came out, 2022? Yeah. 3 years ago. Wait, yeah, That might have been before I even became a VTuber. Or no, that was after, because it aired July. I want to see Memcho, but she is only on High Dive. Memcho? Who's that? Feels older than that for some reason. It does have a lot of like kind of like classic anime tropes. I feel like with the way the characters act. But I think that's what made it such a hit at the time, is because there was nothing else doing anything like it that was airing at the time. Because I feel like it has mostly been like shonen or like, well, I guess we got Spy Family, so we got like spy action. But I think that was after, or maybe at the same time. But yeah. Hi, Miko! Welcome to the stream! Hello! We're talking about Licorice Recoil. Oh, Oshinoko. Yeah, Oshinoko is on High Dive. Is it also on Hulu? I don't remember. I'll be honest, almost laughed / cried with the ending song when it played over Takina's screaming. The screaming. Takina's voice actress is really good at like screaming, or just like any making any noises that aren't talking. Where do you think they came up with the name? For the series, for Licorice Recoil? I don't know. It's very anime name. Like, I mean, we know the licorice is like the flower now. Someone told me about that last stream. What are ya here on Irium? What do you mean? What am I? I'm a VTuber. Aniplex YouTube channel also has been uploading new Licorice Recoil shorts for the past month. Oh, really? How timely. It's like they knew that we were gonna watch it for Anime Club. That's perfect. I think the reason why Takina feels so special is that we get to see her start and full character growth, making her emotional moments hit harder. Yeah. Yeah, like we were talking about it earlier, but I really like that contrast of like Takina going through her full character arc with Chisato kind of being like the constant, like her rock. Use my stepmom's Disney Plus account and can't get Hulu bundled in because it doesn't exist in Australia. Wait, you're in Australia? I didn't know this. Her rock? Yeah, like, she, like, anchors her, like, brings her back down to earth type of thing. Oh, are you like a bear or spirit maiden? I'm a ghost! I'm spooky. I'm a spooky ghost. I'm a yokai, to be specific. I have a yokai mouse buddy named Tofu. Wait, here. You can see my full model. But yeah, I like the contrast between Takina's and Chisato's personalities. Does this app have no lag? Yeah, that's the whole appeal of Irium, is that you can chat with zero latency, which is why when I'm doing like multi-streaming, I try to get more people to talk on Irium, because I'm going to be able to react to your comment faster than if you type it on YouTube. So download Irium today. Howdy, Tofu. Yeah, Tofu says howdy back. Gonna have one viewer from every country. That would be amazing, actually. And I can send you all stickers, and we could have stickers all around the world. Thank you for the follow. Ayana super speed. Yeah, it's me personally reacting to your comment at the speed of light. But yeah, that's one of the huge like selling points of Irium, is the zero latency. Oh, your dad is in Australia? Okay, got you. Because I was like, wow, that would make the time difference, like, pretty big. What time is it in Australia right now? I'm gonna Google it. Oh, it's like 2 p.m. Oh, but that's tomorrow, 2 p.m. Anyway. Hi, Aya, the husbando. What? I'm a husbando? I'll be your husbando, sure. Anyways, where were we? Trying to think if there's anything I didn't touch on. Chess, did you have any, like, thoughts you wanted to share about it? Since I did cover, like, story and animation and stuff, but I wonder if you had anything to say about either of those things. I think also, I mentioned this before, but it got turned into a stage play. And if you can turn an anime into a stage play, then you know it's, like, popular enough that it can, like, the audience will sustain, like, buying tickets for that kind of thing. Because stage plays are, like, really, really expensive to put on. Did they ever explain why they divided the groups into girls and guys? I think the Lily Bell are, like, they're, like, a whole different other organization. Like, they're not related. But I also might be lying. Because I might not have paid attention when they explained that. Can we watch a stage play together? I don't know if they've uploaded the full thing to YouTube. I just saw, like, clips about it. Let me see. I just found some clips. I can put it on our Discord. What did you think about Fuki and her partner? I thought they were interesting. I like that they had the kind of minor characters that also had very distinct personalities and relationships, and then they also kind of had a bit of drama with Takina. So that was kind of, they, like, helped Takina with the character growth as well. That they all ended up being, like, friends at the end. I thought that was nice. It's a joke, like, I call my guy friends lady waifus. Oh, got you. That's funny. No one's ever called me a husband, though. That's a first. Why would each organization only pick from one gender? Well, the way they explained the LYCORIS was because they're like, oh, nobody would suspect teenage girls. Which, that makes sense to me. I don't know what the Lily Bells are. Like, why? That's just like any other normal organization. It's, like, mostly men. Like, welcome to society. That's just, like, normal. Because, like, the LYCORIS are supposed to be kind of like Black Widow, right? Like, they can infiltrate anywhere, blend in. Real reason girls are more marketable? Yeah, that. Also, the way they, like, the way they explained to society about why there were, like, girls walking around with guns by saying, like, oh, it's actually a prank. It's actually, like, for, like, it's actually a staged experiment, like, show type of thing. Marketing stunt. So, like, don't worry about it. Was, like, the funniest thing ever. And, like, the sad thing is, like, it's so stupid that I think it would work. Like, if they did that in real life, it would probably work. Lilybell seemed to be a politician's response to LYCORIS. Oh, is that it? How they explain that to the dead bodies? They're just props. They're fake. They're fake corpses. They're not real. The guns, they're prop guns. Still feels kind of forced. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's why the story is not, like, a 10 out of 10, because there's things, they kind of, like, gloss over a lot of stuff, because it's, like, it's not the point. The point of it is, like, cute girls. You're not really supposed to care about, like, the details, which is fine. It's, like, it's not the purpose of it, but it does, I can see why it would bother you. It bothers me, too. Based on how the Prime Minister seems to control the Lily Bells. Yeah, versus the DA being, like, a separate thing. The family of the victims will know their family died. They'll like, pay them off or assassinate them. They'll just be like, oh, you know too much. They're not gonna send Chisato to do it because she doesn't kill, but, like, other licorice don't have that problem. Hey, Pi, welcome! Radiata, or whatever they called the computer, kind of lets them Deus Ex Machina everything. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really understand the whole, like, supercomputer thing, to be honest, but I just kind of, like, ignored whenever they talked about it. But yeah, Pi, what did you think? You probably just finished it today, right? Yeah. Oh, wait, let me ask you. So, Pi, what do you think the story would have been better or worse if Chisato had died at the end? Don't know what a Labubu is. No, kill him, Licorice. We have to assassinate everybody that doesn't know what a Labubu is. Why do you keep wanting her to die? It's not that I want her to die, really. I just think it's, like, an interesting question for, like, how we think it could be written. I think it's an interesting discussion point. If they kill those people, then their loved ones will be suspicious. Maybe they only killed people that, like, don't have relatives or friends. They only killed really lonely people. Don't think it would be better or worse. It would just be an alternate end. Oh, okay. Think about the radiata, the scientific name for the red spot. Oh, that was the full name. Whoa. Today I learned. See, it's funny because there's certain things where I'm like, they glossed over the details. And then there's other things where I'm like, wow, they added a lot of details. It's interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. How do they cover up the corpses we were just talking about? They're fake. They're just movie corpses. They were just filming Final Destination. Some practical effects. It's an AI that helps protect the DA from cyber attacks. Wow. You paid a lot more attention when you watched it than I did. But that's cool. But yeah, cause, like, back to the Chisato dying part. The reason why I keep asking that is just, like, cause I think it's interesting, especially after having watched Violet Evergarden, where it's like, do you think the story is better or worse for Gilbert having survived? Because it, like, kind of changes, well, it doesn't change the message, but it's like, it kind of changes the impact of it a little bit, where it's like, I have a limited time to live, like, don't kill someone for my sake, because I'm about, like, I don't want you to sacrifice someone else's life for mine, because I'm about to die soon anyway, and then just not dying. No one cares about Gilbert. Sorry, spoiler. That was a movie spoiler. But yeah, he survives. Hate thinking too deeply into these things. I think it's interesting because it's like, it's one of the, like, messages they're trying to, like, you know, push in the writing. Otherwise they wouldn't, like, make that a thing of her being like, I'm about to die. Quick, let's do our bucket list date. Or that was also mostly because Takina was leaving because of she was going back to the DA, but you know what I mean. Hi Luna, welcome to the stream. We're talking about Licorice Recoil. Have you watched it? What did you think about it, Pi? Like, did you like it? What's your, like, overall score? No? Oh, that's okay. We might talk about some spoilers, though, so just, like, a heads up if you did want to watch it. Something I felt weird about was how we never got a scene of Chisato regretting spending more time with her other friends. Spending more time with her other friends. I don't know that she would regret. It seems like Chisato is the type of person that doesn't regret a lot of things. Like, she was ready. She's, like, ready for anything. Hi, Azalar, welcome to the stream. We're talking about Licorice Recoil. I enjoyed it. It was simple, wasn't trying to be more than it is. Yeah. I think if Chisato did die, then it would be trying to be something more than it is. But it's just an interesting thought experiment for me. Like, I don't mean to make it, like, depressing. But I just think it's, like, interesting. Hi, Alex. Didn't watch this anime. I'm occupied right now. I wanted to pass by to wish you all a fun talk. Thanks, Alex. Thank you. The problem is that Takina is much more likely to kill than Chisato, but Yoshi needs Chisato to be the killer, which is unfortunate since we knew Chisato wouldn't kill him. Yeah. This is another, like, kind of, like, interesting way they could have gone. Is, like, what if she did kill him, but, like, by accident? And then she would have to live with that. Like, I wonder how the story would have changed based on that. Keanu Reeves, hey Bale, man. Yeah, that's Alex. But yeah, I love how carefree Chisato is, actually. I think she's, like, a really good foil to Takina. Everything's reset. Oh, are you talking about the fan badges and stuff? Yeah, it's a new day. What was I talking about? No longer Bluey, no! Bluey. That was so funny that we ended up listening to that earlier. But yeah, I feel like there's, like, a lot of things they could have done, but they, like, chickened out because they're trying to, like, make it as, like, enjoyable, I guess, or, like, pleasing, crowd pleasing, the most crowd pleasing. So they didn't really go there, even though they could have. And it would have, like, been devastating, but they could have, like, Chisato could have had, like, a mental breakdown over, like, accidentally killing Yoshi or, like, actually ending up killing someone. Or B, Chisato dies and then Takina has the mental breakdown. It could have gone, like, really, really dark. And, like, I just think it's, like, interesting to think about the, like, different ways it could have gone wrong, per se. Get ready to get copyright struck. No, not by Bluey. I really liked it out of 10. That's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Reminds me of the current Nikkei event. Someone puts a hit on themselves. What? Why? Sad version, yeah. I think the sad version would be interesting to see. It would have been very dramatic. And, like, at times, this show was, like, extremely dramatic and intense. Like, when Takina was, like, about to shoot Yoshi, and she was, like... Props to the voice actress for that scene, too, because, like, the way she was, like, screaming at him, like, you have Chisato's heart! Like, bro... They're so in love, man. I think what would have been interesting was if after Chisato's death, Takina has to decide to kill or not kill either Majima or Yoshi. Yeah, that would have been interesting too, to see if, like, I mean, we kind of knew that Takina would kill. she would kill Yoshi, like, she was about to, but Chisato stopped her. But it's like, if in the end Takina, like, listens to her and is like, I understand your morals, like, I'm gonna do the same thing, like, don't want to sacrifice another life. Thank you for the boba, Greed. Thank you. Don't think that's necessarily a crowd-pleasing thing, we're just that the guy that wrote it didn't want to go there. Well, that's the thing, is that it was originally, I, like, watched a couple videos about, like, the director before this, but it was originally much darker. Like, Chisato was not this kind of character before, but they, like, adapted it more for, like, a general TV audience. So it actually was, I don't know anything about, like, if they were gonna, like, make her kill people, but it was, like, a darker version before, which is why I'm, like, thinking about how it could have gone if it didn't get, like, neutered. Because I was saying this earlier, but it feels a little bit like they wrote this, like this anime was created in a lab. It was created in a little lab to appeal to as many weebs as possible, because they were like, ooh, let's add some, like, sick action sequences, and also slice of life, cutesy, like, cafe slice of life for the girly pops. Oh, but there's also, like, Yuri relationships and panty fan service for the otakus. And, like, I don't mean that in a bad way, that they're, like, trying to appeal to everyone. I think it's actually smart, because, like, that's what they're trying to go for, like, a hit. They're trying to make it into a hit, which they succeeded at that, because it, like, did really well and got really successful. But it's just, like, I can kind of, like, feel the, like, ooh, we're doing the market research. Kind of. No, like, don't feel bad about liking it. Like, I like it too. That's why I like it. Because it's smart. It's well done. Because they know how to, like, appeal to people. If that makes sense. Like, I don't mean it in a bad way at all. Actually don't know what Licorice is. It's an anime. It's the anime club anime that we watch this month. Every month I choose an anime that we watch, and then we have all month to watch it and discuss it at the end. Hi, Chi. Welcome to the stream. We're talking Licorice Recoil today. But yeah, it's very tropey, but they managed to make it tropey, but still, like, unique and, like, likable. You know what I mean? Like, there's ways to appeal to mainstream without making it, like, boring. And it, like, this show definitely wasn't boring. Like, it made you like everyone. I liked all the characters. I shipped all the characters. Like, Mika and Yoshi, my BL ship, they even had that for me. I was like, damn, they're really trying to appeal to everyone. But yeah. So happens to be the name of a founding streamer. Your name? Like I said, it doesn't try to be more than it is. It's enjoyable. Yeah. Yeah, so when I say it's, like, made in a lab for mass appeal, like, I don't mean that in, like, a negative way. Like, there's shows where the point of it is that they're trying to, like, create art and, like, with, like, a deep message, and they don't care if it's, like, for the sheeple. But this is, like, clearly it's, like, it's entertainment. And sometimes we just need that. Sometimes we just need a show that we can watch while we wash dishes. Like, not every show has to be, like, you know, Violet Evergarden or something like that. But yeah. Hatume Miku, what? I left for a bit to research a bit. Sorry for being a bit off topic, but the gun is apparently an airsoft gun, and its pepper spray projectiles is called rubber bullets. Oh, so they are rubber bullets, but then there's pepper spray inside them. That's interesting. Also, don't worry, you're not off topic at all. You're still talking about the show. You're good. Chisato doesn't kill anyone? Yeah. I like that I mentioned this earlier too. I don't know how many people were here when I said this, but I really like that she sticks to her morals the whole time. Like, I think in a more pessimistic, less lab-grown show, they would have made her, like, accidentally kill Yoshi or something. But I like the fact that she didn't, and she was consistent, and she was able to, like, stay happy and pure for, like, the whole show. But yeah, just feel like the stakes weren't really that impactful for me since I was never in doubt about the outcome. Yeah, I can see that. Like, it wasn't really, like, suspenseful in that way of, like, oh god, I don't know who's gonna die. Like, the way Squid Games is, where it's like, you don't know who's gonna die or survive. Except maybe, like, the main character. Like, he's fine. But, like, yeah, this isn't that kind of show. Like, you knew everyone was gonna make it. But that's what made it fun. Like, it wasn't stressful to watch. Which is good. Hi, Morgath, welcome. She actually avoids killing, even if it's beneficial for herself. Yeah, that moment, I also said this earlier, but the line that she said about, like, I wouldn't want to live a life where where we had to sacrifice someone else's life so I could live mine. And I was just like, girl, that was profound. That was really well done. Like, nice writing, nice dialogue. That was good. But yeah. Have you seen Squid Games yet? Yeah, there's a new season coming out soon. Soon-ish. It's like a month. But the third season's coming out June 27th. Not really about the stakes, it's how the characters interact. Yeah, exactly. Just finished getting my character art drawn. I like it so much. Ooh, exciting. Congrats. Hi, Cryptid in the Woods. Welcome to the stream. Have you seen Tact Op Destiny? Yeah, I watched it a while back. It was all right. I put it in the same category of, like, watchable. Or no, I think I probably like Licorice Recoil more than that. Because Tact Op Destiny, it's, like, more about, like, the music, I guess. And then this is more like the character relationships, the character interactions, which I tend to like stuff like that a lot more. If I was sticking to morals, I kind of wish there was some struggle somewhere, but yeah, that's probably just me. No, I get that. That's just like the type of story that appeals to you more, which totally makes sense. But yeah, this story, they're just trying to. They're not trying to make anyone cry. Yeah, like how Kiryu never kills anyone, exactly. Like how they humanized every character in some way. They have interests outside what they do. Example, how Walnut, while liking a lot of computer things, also likes board games. Yeah! Yeah, and they gave them just all... They all had their little, like, quirks, like, music-y... and her, like, dating obsession, and then, like, all the, like, cafe stuff, too. Prefer no struggles at all. Yeah, because this is kind of, the slice of life is, they're making it, like, they're trying to make it, like, K-On!, where it's, like, cute girls do cute things, while also adding in the whole, like, spy assassin genre thing. So that's why I'm, like, they're trying to appeal to as many people as possible. Which, for, like, a worse show, they would end up appealing to no one at all by doing that. But this one, it's, like, well-crafted enough that even though it's not like a masterpiece, it actually does end up having like something for everyone that like you can kind of like attach to, I feel like. But yeah, Eureka 7. I love that. I love the opening song by Flo. Also words said by serial killers. What? Wait, what did I say? What would you do if you replaced the character? Me? I don't know. I don't think I'd be as skilled as Chisato, that's for sure. Hi, Cheetah, welcome. Tacked Up follows a similar story element as Nikke. Make the super soldiers, one must die and become the super soldiers. Yeah, I don't, like, I watched Tacked Up Destiny, but I don't really remember it the same way, like, I'm gonna remember this show. There's not a lot of stuff that, like, stood out to me in that show. Sometimes you need to create a mass appeal show, if nothing else, money. Yeah. Oh, for your own words. I was like, what did I say that would be like serial killer? Less than an hour and all the badges reset. Yeah, they always reset at was it, did they, I think they reset already by 8 p.m, right? PST. Hi, lovable snack at your service. Just popping in for a little bit before I go to bed. Welcome. Oh, it reset at 9. Okay, there we go. But yeah, time to get your badges again, guys. Let's go. Yeah, daylight savings. But yeah. What else was I going to talk about with this show? Actually, I do kind of have a personal bias against how characters are aligned here. Kind of long for me to write here. Aligned? Like, how do you mean? Like their relationships or something? I think for me... Hi, Gotham City. Welcome. We're talking about LYCORIS RECOIL. I think for me, one of like the bigger gripes I have, like the character I have the most gripes with is Yoshimatsu, because he didn't have to do any of that. Like, all of that was so unnecessary. Sir, like, just let her live. Let her live her life. Like, why are we... No. Hard to write it. Give me some time. Got you. What's Lizzie Freeman voicing someone? Is that one of the voice actors in this show? I didn't watch the English dub, if so. Who was she? Oh, she was Chisato. I just looked at the wiki. That's cool. Maybe I should check out the English dub if I rewatch it. Main problem with him is that there's not much motivation for him to do what he did. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was so unnecessary. I was like, I don't understand why he's doing that. And then, like, his relationship with Mika, I just felt so bad for Mika. I'm like, what? Why are we doing this? Like, he didn't have to do any of that. Also, yeah, you can write it on YouTube. Which one was Yoshi? He was the guy that, like, had the fake... He, like, did surgery on himself to put the fake heart in his own body. He was, like, one of Chisato's dads. Or he, like, gave Chisato the metal heart in the first place, too. Clearly wants to see amazing talents go on, as it were, but Chisato wasn't using her talent to kill. Yeah, aside from that, I'm not sure why he did what he did. Yeah, I think that's, like, the biggest thing that bothered me. Like, granted, I wasn't paying full 100% attention to, like, the whole story whenever he was on screen, but, like, yeah. I felt like he could have been, like, considered, like, the main antagonist a little bit, but they didn't really develop him enough to make me feel any certain way about him other than annoyed. Like, Majima was more interesting to me. Also because Majima had the same voice actor as Vash. Did you guys notice that? Thank you for the star. Licorice is Black Ops. Is that considered Black Ops? I don't know. I don't know what Black Ops means, to be honest. But yeah, I get loosely why I did all that, but not really, if it makes sense. Yeah, like, I feel like they didn't really explain it super well. Like, they didn't really need to, because, like, no one really cares. But I feel like that was, like, the biggest, I guess, like, gap in the plot for me. Majima felt to be the most interesting due to him being the counter to Chisato. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Call of Duty. Okay. I've never played Call of Duty in my life. Felt like they wanted him to be a villain with a villainous action, but forgot to give him a proper character and motivation. Yeah, and the fact that, like, he shows up in... Is it the first episode? But he's, like, at the cafe. So I just thought he was just, like, one of the crew. He's just, like, one of the gang. Like, we're cool with him. But then he, like, suddenly turns out to be, like, this whole other person, and I didn't really understand it, but it's fine. Are you interested in Call of Duty games? I'm gonna be honest, not really, but I don't know that much about them. So, yeah. I mean, I would try it if I had the chance to, or if I was forced to at gunpoint. But I don't really have the motivation to. But yeah. I feel like Licorice Recoil would make a good game. That would be a fun video game. Just have a bunch of cute girls with guns. That would actually do pretty well. But yeah. Back to Majima. Like, his voice being Vash. I said this earlier, but, like, I instantly recognized it. I was like, I've heard this voice before. But I couldn't, like, pin who it was. And then I looked it up, and I was like, oh my god, it's Vash the Stampede. And also, he's Inosuke from Demon Slayer. Which is wild to me. Hi, Max Galactic, welcome. Who's that? Inosuke, he's like the guy with like the pig head mask from Demon Slayer. Licorice Recoil and Call of Duty are the same. I wish Ghost could appear in the anime. Are they the same? Does Call of Duty have like a similar story? Don't get to join your streams very often. Very thankful I can make it. Yeah, welcome! Max, have you watched Licorice Recoil? That's our anime club anime this month. Interesting how Chisato is kind of hypocritical in that she states how she hates people who waste/doesn't value their lives, yet she herself doesn't. Yeah. I don't know that she doesn't value her own life. Well, yeah, I can kind of see that. But she also knows that she's living on borrowed time because she was, like, not supposed to survive this long to begin with. So I feel like she's just kind of, like, resigned in that way. She's like, if I do die, it's like, I already got extra time in my life, so it's, like, fine. In, like, a kind of sad way. Been reading a bunch of manga. Ooh, I haven't read manga in, like, a really long time. I just, like, I'm an anime watcher, but I should get back into reading some manga. Although, you guys have told me that most of the pirating sites have been taken down, so... Oh, Lizzie Freeman voices Pomni from, what is it called? I know who that is. I can't remember the name. The title. I think that makes the most sense for Yoshi is that he views if someone has a talent for something, it's their fate to do that thing they're talented in. Also made a mention about how talents belong to God and not humans, which was the thing that made me think that way. Yeah, that's like the main motivation he had, I guess. But it was, I don't know. like, I get that that's what he believes, but it's also like he took it way to the extreme by trying to make Chisato like kill, and like he didn't give off like evil vibes like to begin with, so that's why it was really weird to me when he was like acting really evil towards the end, because I was like, where did this come from? Did Yoshi also have heart problems? He just replaced his heart just because. I think it was literally just because he was like, this is the only way I can get Chisato to kill someone is because she needs the heart to survive. But I don't know. Oh yeah, that's it. Amazing Digital Circus. That's the title. Which is also what you are. Wow, thanks. I'm a circus. That's one of those, there's like it's an indie animated short series on YouTube. Evil's relative, humans are all a collection of vices and virtues. True. I guess evil's not the right way to put it. It's just like he didn't seem as committed to his motivation the same way Chisato is until like the end, when I was like, oh, you're like way too serious about this. Yeah, 14 and this is deep. I feel like the appropriate answer to Yoshi is to point out that Chisato has other talents that she uses to help other people, and that Yoshi hasn't realized that, because his viewpoint of which talents are valuable is warped. Yeah, like, Chisato still helps people, like, all the time, but, like, just doesn't do it through killing people. Like, she wasn't put on this earth to kill people, Yoshi. I don't think that's true at all. Yeah, all talents are valuable. Lizzie Freeman is very popular for YouTube shows, not as popular as Michael Kovac. What has he done? Is he on Licorice Recoil? I also... Did anyone watch the, like, shorts of the, like, short series that came out? Like, the little, like, 5-minute short things of them in Hawaii? I didn't finish them, but I, like, started watching a few. They're kind of cute. I haven't seen that. They're on Crunchyroll, too. But they're cute. It's just more... It's kind of more, like, of the slice of life stuff. Like, it doesn't give any more, like, story, but it's cute. Like, that... I feel like that shorts series promoted Hawaii tourism better than Lilo and Stitch. She's able to calculate trajectory so she can matrix dodge it. That's pretty talented. Yeah, that's a talent in and of itself. She doesn't have to have the talent to kill people. She can use that talent to dodge stuff and, like, I don't know, steal things. Jason Todd from DC Universe should appear in Licorice Recoil, but he can team up with Chisato to kill criminals with their guns. But Chisato doesn't kill! I guess he would do the killing then. Had Crunchyroll free since October. Wait, payment glitch? What? That's awesome. How do I get that? How do I also not pay for Crunchyroll? I would like that. Hawaiians hate Hawaii tourism, though. Yeah. Yeah, actually, like, we shouldn't visit Hawaii because of the over-tourism problem. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of making Hawaii seem like a fun-to-visit place, like, Licorice Recoil probably does it better. Yeah. The true Hawaii tourism promotion is Yakuza. This is true. Hi, Strong Rhino. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about Licorice Recoil. Chisato doesn't kill, just like Kiryu doesn't. Exactly. Although, Chisato, like, when she shoots people and, like, fights them and stuff, like, it actually feels like she's not killing them. As opposed to Kiryu, where he, like, is literally shooting people in the face point blank when you're, like, fighting as him, but they, like, still somehow don't die. Like... Chisato and Takina in 2022 took the first and second place respectively for top anime girls. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, at the time this anime came out, it was anime of the summer. It was popular. Everyone was talking about it. Like, everyone loved them. That's why I was like, I gotta catch up to this at some point, just so I know what the hype was about. How many people do you think visit Kamurocho and Kiru's Get Up? Like, in real life? That would be kind of funny. Charged me and I disputed the charge because I canceled, but they never took my membership away. That's crazy! Maybe I should do that. Maybe I dispute the charge and then they'll just, like, forget. Should haunt Crunchyroll if they don't fix the payment problem since you call yourself a virtual ghost. Oh my god, you're so right. I should just... I should haunt them. I should hack into their system and haunt them. Hi, Rod Weasley. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about Licorice Recoil. Recently got back into the series with Ishin. Apparently swords don't kill or maim unless the plot wants it to happen. Oh! Ishin, like a dragon. Yeah. Nothing kills. Even guns. Last time I was playing Yakuza, I literally, like, shot so many people. And none of them died. Don't worry, it's just rubber bullets, rubber bikes, and rubber motorcycles. Who's the girl holding guns? It's me! I'm the girl holding guns, but I don't kill anyone. Yeah, Kiryu canonically has never killed anyone. But yeah, who are you talking about? Okay, there are some stories where it feels like characters get split into two groups, MC's friends and the people against the MC. The friends are all nice people and they agree with MC, while the people against the MC are bad or mean, and that either one, pay for it and die, e.g. Yoshi, or two, stop being mean and become the MC's friends, e.g. the other Licorice members. Okay. So in this, are you considering Chisato MC? Rubber rockets. Found a source of the ticking. It's a pipe bomb. Oh no! It's like the pipe bomb that they exploded in Yakuza that killed Nishiki. Chisato MC in this case. Okay. Guns feel like cheating. Also, Kiryu used an innocent as a human shield against SMG in a cutscene. Yeah, he literally has... But again, you know, like, that's not him killing him. That's the person who was shooting. That's their fault. He didn't kill them. The other person did. Are you sure you didn't like her? Didn't like who? Chisato? I loved Chisato. Why are we talking about Yakuza now? I don't know. Because we were saying Chisato doesn't kill and Kiryu also doesn't kill. The guy was fine. Yeah, it's just fake blood. Kiryu uses a box of nails as a weapon. Yeah! Wait, that move is one of my favorites. That one's funny, the animation. What have we been talking about? We're talking about Licorice Recoil, the anime. Have you watched it? Keep asking if she dies. I didn't ask if she dies. I said, like, what do you guys think about the story, like, if she did? I can like a character and still be curious about how the story would change if they died. Right? Like, these are fictional characters. It's like how I was talking about Harry Potter earlier today, and it's like Cedric Diggory should have lived. Fictional characters live and die, and we can have fun speculating about what if they did or didn't. Imagine that. What a concept. Have you played Infinite Wealth? No, I haven't. What is that? Iron is a key nutrient. Kiryu is helping. Yeah. I don't want her to die. I think it would have been interesting. I think it would have elevated the story to like a more I guess like highbrow entertainment and not like mass appeal. But I know why they didn't. Like, it's fine that they didn't kill her. It's a happy ending that way. But yeah. Oh, that's Yakuza number 8. Oh, I don't know all the titles for... I don't know any of the titles for any of them, to be honest. Basically, I don't like stories where how much of an asshole they are is directly proportional to whether or not they agree with the MC, they being the other characters. Wait, who... So who in this scenario is the asshole? Like, Majima? Because he's like a terrorist? Yoshi? Something really weird was how in the opening the girls are shown to stop a random murder, but in the show the girls are given missions. Oh yeah, they did. Yeah. She did stop a random murder. And Majima, I think. Wish I could have the motivation of Ichiban and Kasuga. Oh, okay, bye. Yeah, let's refocus to Licorice, because that's what we're talking about here today. Every character, kinda. I don't really think so. Like, Chisato has her, like, morals, and, like, yeah, it's, like, it does kind of make her seem like she's, like, a better person, but I feel like this show does, like, point out that it's, like, naive of her. Like, they didn't really go there, go deep enough into it, where it's, like, she's right or wrong, I feel like. They kind of, like, took the safe route with that, with, like, Takina coming in to save her and everything. Mostly Yoshi considering Majima's a terrorist. Yeah. But even with, like, Majima, they, like, I don't know. I guess he also kind of, like, redeemed himself because, like, the explosion at the end was just fireworks and not, like, real explosion. So it's, like, he's not, like, going out of his way to kill people. But yeah. Hi, Dante's Nightmare. Welcome. We're talking about Licorice Recoil today. Have you watched it before? Like, with the Licorice members, the new girl just felt like an annoying character because they wanted the antagonizing new member to be mean. Are you talking about Fuki and Sakura? I feel like they... Yeah, Sakura. I don't know. That didn't really... I didn't really, like, pay attention to her much. So that is not, like, an aspect of it that bothered me, necessarily. Many times. Also, thank you for the follow. Gotta go. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for stopping by, Max. Thank you, thank you. Have a good night. Thank you for the fire. Let's go. But yeah. Like, I don't... Good night. Thank you. Thank you again. I don't think it was, like, a thing where it's, like, everyone else has to, like, fall in line with, like, what Chisato believes in. Maybe a little bit. I feel that way with Mika. I don't really feel that with, like, everyone else. Maybe because I just didn't pay attention to them. But, like, Mika very clearly is, like, influenced by Chisato. To be, like, killing is bad. And, like, he's the one that supplies her, like, the rubber bullets and stuff. But, like, Oh, and Takina too probably gets in. But Takina was ready to murder Yoshi for Chisato, so I don't think she has the same morals as Chisato, even though I feel like with Takina, it's kind of like I'll follow Chisato's morals just because I like Chisato, not because I actually believe in them. I think Takina's still like ready to murder a man if she needs to be honest. But that's what I think anyway. Like I don't think anyone in the show is necessarily an asshole because they kill people. Because I feel that was one of the interesting things that they like pointed out was that Chisato's morals are like she's being naive in that she's like even at the expense of her own life she doesn't want to kill anyone. Like it's to like a naive like almost like to her own detriment type of thing. So I don't really feel that they're like making her into kind of I guess you would consider it like Mary Sue character where she's just like the most amazing person who's like always right and all the characters love her. Which she kind of is a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like they have valid reasons for everything that they do. But also it's too short. The whole series is just too short for them to really like go in depth with it anyway. So I think that's part of why it feels that way is because the whole show is kind of like pulled along by Chisato and like Takina's relationship with Chisato and everyone else's relationship with Chisato. So it doesn't leave a lot of room for like nuance. I think the reasons make sense for the character alignments. Just have a personal dislike for that kind of thing, I think. I mean, I can see that. But yeah, I think I personally didn't read that far into it for, like, the character alignments. I'm just kind of like, it's kind of the genre of it. When you have a series that's, like, trying to go for, like, action drama, but also have, like, the comedy aspect, like you can't go too in depth with like all their individual morals, I guess. But yeah, again, like they made this show to like appeal to a lot of people, so it's not gonna be perfect. Which is fine. Because I think the like best part about it is just like the characters and their personalities. So, like, the plot itself. But I guess that's not really what you're talking about. RECOIL is more of a slice of life with the occasional action scenes. Yeah, pretty much. Hi, Kodakazu. Welcome to the stream. And welcome back, Pi, with the food. Hi! We're talking about LYCORIS RECOIL. Have you watched it before? Mostly I've seen other stories that do this and it got kind of annoying with mean equals enemy, but doesn't affect the rest of the story otherwise. I feel like it had the opposite problem to me where they didn't make the enemies mean enough. Like when they turned into enemies, I was like, why are they enemies? That was my problem with Yoshi. I'm just like, I don't understand why he's doing that. If they had actually properly made him like a mean, evil guy, then I'd be like, yeah. Screw him. But I ended up just being confused. Oh, nice, I haven't. That's okay. It's pretty easy to watch. It's a pretty fun watch if you ever want to watch it. But Yoshi's just a weird case. Yeah, I mean, he's like, it's weird because you don't really consider him the antagonist, but he kind of is. But I don't know. That's why he's probably like the biggest problem I have with the show. But he's fine. Also, Robota too. He was a little bit like, why do we need two hacker characters? We didn't really need him. He was funny, but like, if we had to cut a character, get rid of Robota. Just felt like I had to get that out there. It's not that important. No, that's okay. That's the whole point of the stream. We discuss things. I want to hear your thoughts about it. I think he was just there as a counter to Walnut, but chose to keep him for a while. Yeah, and then like he kept showing up. Like, I thought his whole thing was like he was working with Majima, but then like, I don't know, he didn't seem that important to Majima and either, so like, he's an evil hacker character as opposed to the better good one. Yeah, I guess they had to have like, had to give everyone a foil. Hi, Superb B, welcome to the stream. We're talking about LYCORIS RECOIL today. Have you watched it before? But yeah, I think overall 7.7 seems like around, that seems about right for this show. But on the other hand, it's like, I gave Spice and Wolf a 7.8. But I'm like less likely to rewatch that. But LYCORIS RECOIL, I'm like, I would watch it again, honestly. Not because it's any sort of masterpiece, but just because it's like, it's fun. I would study the animation. There's some really good character acting. And like, I pointed this out earlier, but it has the same like Kyoani thing where it's like all the characters move differently based on their personality. Like Chisato has really, she has a really unique energy to the way she moves. And like the way they pose her and stuff. And I appreciate that sort of thing a lot. Like, it's not just your like run-of-the-mill generic character acting. The sequences are quite good. Yeah, the action sequences, especially towards the end, went pretty hard. But even just like the slice of life moments, they just gave them like so much character. Like I said this earlier too, but like the rock, paper, scissors moment. Just like stuff like that, like small little things that like don't actually have anything to do with the plot, but like moments like that that give you insight into like their personalities and like just like help flesh out the character relationships a little bit more, and then it comes back as like a running joke at the end of the episode. I think that was really cute. Yoshi's intention was always to make Chisato kill, like he blew up Walnut's apartment after he probed into the gun deal and propped up Robota as a hacker in his plans. Yeah. Interesting. Have you watched it before, Superb B? Also, I went to the cafe at the end of the first episode. Yeah. Thanks for the follow. Thank you. Yeah, I guess they did set that up. Like, yeah, you're right. They did set it up earlier, but it's still like they set it up, and it still like doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, why is that your motivation? Like, why is that necessary? Like, it's fine. They don't have to answer it. Like, I get it. They're just writing plot around these characters, but like, yeah. And then I just felt bad for Mika. I feel like Mika's the one that got like the shortest end of the straw at the end of the day. He lost his man. Maybe that's what bothers me too, is like, why couldn't Mika just like convince him? Like, why didn't Yoshi listen to him? Like, we could have had it all. We could have had it all. Like, they had a daughter. They had a cafe. Could own a business together. Had a life. Yoshi wouldn't budge. Mika knew, concerned that he knows him for so long. Yeah, I'm just saying that's why I'm extra pissed off at Yoshi. I'm like, why? Why are we doing this? I'm like, it's all so unnecessary. Like, if you want to like go kill people, then you do it. And he has that other like the like nurse assassin lady. I'm like, you have her. Just make her do it. Why do you need Chisato to do it? Just get one of your other Black Widow ladies to go kill people. Leave Chisato alone. She doesn't want to be like you. She's adopted. Because reasons. But yeah, I think that about sums it up. We're almost at the 2-hour mark, so I'll probably wrap it up soon. But yeah, feels like we never got a proper discussion with Yoshi. Yeah, because he like visits the cafe one time and then like fucks off. And then comes back just to be like annoying. Point is to have Chisato kill. Like I said, he wants talents to be put to natural work, as it were, and he wants her to kill for that reason alone. Not kill for him, just as long as Chisato kills. Yeah, and that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, it's just like a dumb reason, in my opinion. But I understand they just had to give him something. But yeah. Hi, Mama, welcome. Makes a sort of sense, but yeah. Like, logically, sure. Like, he has a reason. But, like, I don't know. Yoshi felt weird because I was originally a bit excited for him to do things, but whoa! Thank you, Mama! Whoa! Thanks for all the gifts. Thank you. Are you trying to reset your fan badge? Thank you for the gift spam. Originally a bit excited for him to do things when he was revealed as a villain. Everything he did was done before the story. Yeah, that's true. Like, the only thing he ended up doing was, like, putting the metal heart in his heart. Like, he didn't end up really, like, doing anything else. But yeah, hi, honey. Welcome to the stream. Why does he care about talent to that extent? It's not explained. Yeah, that. Like he gives a reason, but there's no like explanation behind his reasoning. So it just makes his character seem very like one-dimensional. But he's like not the main focus of the story, so it's like fine. It's just something to complain about. It's just something that like stuck out to me personally. But yeah, on that note, anything else anyone wanted to say about Licorice Recoil before we wrap up? I feel like changing an episode for the flashbacks of Mika and Yoshi probably would have been better. Yeah, I would have loved that, actually. I would have loved a little bit more, like, development between them and, like, understanding their motivations and stuff. Because I was honestly a little bit confused about Mika, too, to begin with. Like, if someone has a motivation to win a game at all costs, there's always a reason behind it. Yeah, like, maybe somebody murdered his mom, and he's like, I need someone to become a murderer to hunt down the person who killed my mom, or something like that. I don't know. Can we spend some time to discuss what next month's is? I've already decided it's gonna be Vivi Fluorite Eyes song. I'll make a post about it if you don't know how to spell that, because I know it's kind of a weird title. But yeah. Yeah, that's next month. What's that anime about? It's like an action series, sci-fi action, I guess drama too, about like a robot girl idol who like sings at a theme park and then I don't know, has to fight people for some reason. I don't know the story yet, but legit thought they were gonna say something like that for Yoshi, but they never did. Yeah. Been a while since I watched Vivi. I'm excited. I remember seeing stuff about it when it came out, but never got around to watching. So this is like the perfect scenario to use Anime Club for, where it's like, I've been wanting to watch it, but I haven't yet. So that'll be next month. Majima showed up later than Yoshi, yet still felt like a better character. Yeah, I agree. Majima felt more fleshed out, and I liked him more. And he was hotter. Like how both Chisato and Majima both do what they want because it's their character to do so. Yeah. Point wasn't that Chisato would be his assassin specifically, just that she becomes an assassin. No, I get that. I was just saying like as an example of like a character motivation of like revenge or something, or like just something else to like explain why he needs her to do that, because otherwise it's like it doesn't make sense. Again, it just felt super unnecessary. Like, why are you putting us all through so much pain for no reason? But yeah, we're going with Vivi, because I think it's like it fits the criteria perfectly for what I'm looking for. So, yeah, I'll take suggestions next month. I feel like this month I was just like, I'm just gonna choose. Yeah, the character motivations are lacking. But again, it's like a short series, and it's like, it's not the point of the show. So I can't like complain about it too much. It's just like something I noticed that bothered me. So it's not like a huge deal. But yeah. Anyways, I will make a proper announcement post tomorrow for like Vivi for like Anime Club. And then tomorrow, 8 p.m., we're going to make Shrinky Dinks. I think I'll probably stream Handcam for that again. Unless I'm too tired. I'll see. I'll update you guys after I'm back from, like, the craft fair thing. But it's way beyond me. I like cute girls doing cute things and also occasionally shoots. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like ultimately important for Yoshi to have a motivation. It's just something that like, it's just like a flaw Like it's allowed to have flaws. It's fine. I enjoyed it. I'll post the scorecard as well on Discord and stuff. Is the post for the watercolor pictures going to be a YouTube post? Oh, I'll post it everywhere. I'll post it on YouTube, Discord, Twitter. I'll post it everywhere. For you're talking about like the Google form to get the picture in the mail, right? I'll post it everywhere. More craft product. No. I'll buy other people's crafts, but I'm not buying more craft materials for myself. I already said I can't be doing that anymore. Yeah, it's a setup purely for the showdown at the end. Appreciate something for what it is rather than focus on what it lasts, which is why I'm bad at being critical about things I like. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I'm like the opposite. Like, me and Tofu are the same in this way, where like we can like things while also being critical of them. Like, I think that is fine. Like, you're allowed to like something but also realize it has flaws. Just like you're able to like other people and realize they have flaws. It's just human. Like, nothing's gonna be perfect. It's impossible. But yeah. Anyways, that'll be it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for keeping up with Anime Club, everyone that watched the anime of the month. Hopefully we'll get a lot of people watching next month as well. And, yeah, we'll have a good discussion. Knowing about the lack of motivation behind the goal, because it's not that hard to do. They chose to go without it, which is fine as a choice. Just kind of annoyed me. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. It's just like vaguely annoying, but it doesn't make it unwatchable. But yeah, good anime talk. Thanks, guys. Otsuyana. I'll go ahead and end on YouTube first. Bye, YouTube. Bye-bye.